2K ratings with Anthony Davis, and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis. Vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. On today's episode of
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, they've had a lot of success early on in the season and have been able to string together some excellent games. You'd have to say their overall approach has been well thought out and has been validating those high expectations coming into the season. And so for Kevin Durant, so many years in Oklahoma City, and I mean, this has been his franchise since he's come into the league in Seattle and OKC. Free agency at the end of the season. Shaq, if you're in his shoes, what sort of things are you considering right now?
Well, he's the biggest player to hit unrestricted free agency since LeBron's decision. So my question to him is when, where, and who?
Yeah, well, it's a tough decision because everyone wants him. Who doesn't want that guy? But, you know, he's going to look at how he looks like a loyal guy, and they have put a lot and invested a lot of in him in Oklahoma City. So, you know, my odds are that they have the first dibs at him.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we'll see you later on.
Always a majestic view of the War Memorial here in downtown Indianapolis. Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Wizards in Washington. And just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
So it is starting group. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kanter. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Now here's Waiters. There's a screen by Kanter. Hill against Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Pass to Kanter. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Comes in for Boozer. And Freak subbed in for Hill. And then for Oklahoma City, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Waiters. Outside Durant. Off the pick. Pacers with the rebound.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Freak with it. Inside. Here's Turner. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. All free throws good from Turner.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming on the court are your teammates.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? Second in field goal percentage, second in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in assists. A lot of good passers on this team and guys that are willing to make the extra pass as well.
And as you said, there weren't many teams that scored with the efficiency that they did last season. They did a great job of being selective and working for the best possible shot.
Now here's Freak. The dish to Turner. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Westbrook. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Let's take a look at Paul George. Some stats on him. Last season, he played outstanding. He's averaged 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Impossible to guard right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
And he's good on the second. And so here is Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Count the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. There's a good screen. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Westbrook. Freak dishes to Turner. Can't connect from short range.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
The Thunder have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. The free throw drops for Durant. Indiana making some changes. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Ellis. Mitch McGary's checked in for Oklahoma City. Payne comes in for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
They double him with Freak. Payne in the post. Durant just inside the line. Cans the shot from the wing.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Payne. Down low. Here's McGary. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will come the other way. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. And George kicks to Freak. Back to George. It's stolen by Adams. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Durant. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And the basket by Hill.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's Morrow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Outside Durant. Clock at 6. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. There's the pick. Here's McGarry. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Hill. Stuckey with it. Working on Payne. And Rodney Stuckey the bucket on the assist by Freak. Freak's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Durant. Feeds it to Morrow. Out to the right wing. Kicks to Durant. Shot clock at 5. A 3-pointer off the mark.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
The feed to George. Beyond the arc. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And now, let's get it. We go. Ace
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Freak number 1.
For him, it was one of the best years he could have behind the three-point line. A dream year behind the arc for this guy. He was the number 1 three-point shooter in the league.
So it's the Pacers now. George passes to Freak. There's 53 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Stuckey kicks to Hill. It's stolen by Adams. Payne dishes to McGarry. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Oklahoma City trailing. 6 on the shot clock. Payne kicks to McGarry. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And that's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Durant against Hill. Durant up top. A 20-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
That's his first personal foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Durant nails both of them. Now here's Freak. 1 second left. Miles, that's good. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers out in front, up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2, Durant the 3, and Ibaka the 4, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Freak.
Well, Tev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards ended up having a lot of trouble. He dropped in a handful of points and helped out the team by coming up with a few key steals in that one as well. He's now had a string of games that leave much to be desired. Coach told me that he's still very optimistic, however, and feels he'll break out of the funk soon. Perhaps we'll see it tonight, Kevin.
Okay, Doris, thanks for the report. Guys, do you think we'll see a better game here tonight?
I hope so. I mean, for his sake. And I think we will. I mean, he's a tough player. That won't bring him down. It'll only fuel his fire.
You can count on him. I mean, that's what I think. Coming off a game like that will make him work all that much harder today.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Waiters. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Toronto.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
Here's Hill. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Hill kicks to Ellis. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Waiters. Now Payne. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. Off target from the baseline. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. George dishes to Freak. Back to George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And both free throws good for Paul George.
They didn't shoot it particularly well from the line in the first quarter. They're doing better right now.
Westbrook kicks to McGarry. Back to Westbrook. To the paint. Sinks it. And the shot from McGarry. McGarry's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Hill sets the screen for Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Coming off a terrific season, 2nd in assists, 4th in steals, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And, you know, back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, ability to control the pace of the game, make him practically impossible to defend.
And both free throws good from Freak.
They struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but that's changed. They're almost at 85% for the game now.
Westbrook kicks to McGarry. Pass to Payne. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
And so Adams nails both of them. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Thunder have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. There's the pick. Here's Westbrook. And it's sent back by George. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Here's Hill. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hill's got 5 now. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Out left to the wing. Here's Payne, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Thunder have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. No good on that one. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Indiana leading. And here's Freak outside. George. Freak passes to George. Picked away. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Hill. Payne dishes to Westbrook. No luck. Excellent D there from George. Pacers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pick up by Hill. Freak kicks to Hill. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Westbrook's got the ball. Offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Thunder have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. That free throw good for Morrow. And Morrow drops them both. Here's Freak. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Oklahoma City has gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Payne kicks to Westbrook. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. Freak passes to Hill. Dishes it to George. He kicks it to Freak. Payne grabs the board. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. And here's Morrow outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And that one's good. Freak.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Westbrook dishes to Morrow. They set the pick. Payne kicks to Westbrook. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Payne gets a wide open look. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Freak passes to Hill. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Hill against Adams. Pass to Payne. From downtown. Rebound Hill. And the Pacers shooting 47% in the second quarter. Stuckey outside. Hill kicks to George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Westbrook against Stuckey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Hill.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Now it's a 7-point Pacer lead. Westbrook. No good on the buzzer beater. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Pacers lead by 7. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Boozer. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Freak in at point guard. C.J. Miles is out there with Hill. Then it's Turner. And it's Stuckey in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. 4 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Payne's shot is good.
Assisted by Kevin Durant.
Freak with it. He has 6. He feeds it to Hill. He dishes it to Freak. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got 4 points this quarter. Thunder trailing by 4. And a foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Morrow kicks to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. He's guarded closely. The pass to Stuckey. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Adams. Out of bounds. Pick up by Hill. Freak dishes to Hill. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. The pass to Stuckey. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Adams. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Welcome fans to FIBA World Championships.
Miles, that's for 2. Thunder have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Shots good by Durant.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
They set the screen. It's stolen by Adams. Passes it to Morrow for the lead. The shot is off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Stuckey passes to Freak. Takes a 3. After this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Stuckey passes to Freak. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Payne with it. Out defended by Freak. Payne kicks to McGarry. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in. Here's Hill. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hill's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. They set the pick. McGarry kicks to Durant. McGarry dishes to Payne. 5 on the clock. They get it back. Adams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Hill. Payne passes to Durant. Second chance shot. Hill pulls it in. And the Pacers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Stuckey left side. Freak. Feeds to Turner. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Check out the stats for Turner. He has 11 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Pacers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And it's been an issue for them, as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Oklahoma City has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And Adams kicks to Payne. Knocked loose. Adams against Turner. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
Stuckey outside, takes the three. The Thunder pull it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Poked loose and stolen by Freak. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Hill. Soft touch off the glass. Hill's got 10.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Inside. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut back down to 1 point on the basket from McGarry.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Freak dishes to Turner. Kicks it to Freak. The high post shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morrow. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists in the game. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Pick up by Hill, and a wide open look for Freak. Drills the three-pointer. Freak's got 9.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Substitution.
19 seconds left in the third. And Waiters kicks to Ibaka, takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Thunder out in front, up by 3. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. So it's the Pacers now. And Oklahoma City. Look at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Westbrook the point with Waiters at the 2. So it's Indiana picking up the win.
Guys, Paul George.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the Paul George. He had an outstanding 4th quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
Well, Paul George.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. Shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. Shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. Shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And Kenny, tonight we have two of the more veteran rosters in the league competing. Obviously, a lot of experience out there on the floor. What kind of game do you think we'll see with all these vets?
Well, with vets, you're going to see good floor spacing, guys who take care of the basketball, and they're going to get back on the defensive end. You don't have to coach guys like that. You just let them go. You're going to be doing all the little things that make the big difference in winning and losing.
You're right, Kenny, because both teams have seen everything. No one's getting fooled out there, Ernie. Comes down to who can make the big shots.
With the tip-off approaching, it's time to go courtside and Kevin Harlan.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last game for the Timberwolves, they picked up the W against the Hawks. And kind of a close game, only a 4-point win, but a win nonetheless.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out one or two guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Wiggins is out there with Garnett, and it's Towns in at the center. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Wiggins drives in.
What are you doing? Stay down. Stay down.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves on defense. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans.
George Hill. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Nikola Pekovic comes in for Towns. And it's Jang in for Kevin Garnett. Here's Pekovic. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against the Thunder.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins. A look now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. 2nd in free throw percentage, 5th in rebounding. And also they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. I mean, they weren't afraid to play the game at a fast pace and run a little bit.
And looking back at their superb free throw percentage, it speaks volumes about their skill level and mental focus. They had very few letdowns in concentration.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Hill, a screen on Rubio. Freak dishes to Hill. No luck. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
His biggest concern seemed to be how to contain Monte Ellis on the offensive end. He said, quote, no matter where he is on the floor, he is a threat to score because he can get into the lane whenever he wants. We'll just have to try and get the ball out of his hands on the offensive end. We'll see if they can do just that.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Freak. Drains it from 17 feet out. Freak's got his first points of the night.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it. Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Indiana leading. And here's Freak. 9 points last game out. Hill, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
To the middle. It's stolen by Hill. Now the Pacers moving it up. Now here's Freak, covered by Wiggins. Freak kicks to Hill. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Freak. Defense right on it. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. And then for Minnesota, Kevin Martin is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And that one falls for Allen.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Timberwolves have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
The Pacers making a change here. Boozer's checked in, and Jang drops them both. Freak with it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
The Timberwolves trail. LaVine kicks to Martin. Dishes to Muhammad. He feeds it to LaVine. Here's Pekovic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
That one misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Martin for 3. There's the bucket. Good. Martin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Lets it go from the wing. And that's good for 2.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's the screen. Hobbit with it. Hill's there. From the low block. Excellent D there from Hill. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
LaVine kicks to Zhang. Pekovic with a screen. Knocked away. Stolen by Boozer. All going up court. And the rejection by Zhang. And Muhammad gets it to go. Muhammad's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
1:25 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Boozer. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Levine. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He kicks it to Jang. Pass to Muhammad. Clock at 6. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Muhammad's got 8 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely, and that one's good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Here's Muhammad. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Pekovic got it. Good job in the low post. Pekovic has got 5. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. For 3, Hill. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. It's a tie game in Indiana. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and, still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now. Some changes for Indiana. Allen's checked in for Hill. Ellis comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And Freak subbed in for Hill. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for Zach LaVine. On the court for Minnesota, Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. And it's Pekovic in at the 5 spot. Now Freak. To the inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Ricky Rubio picks one up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Minnesota. Now, here's Rubio. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Towns with it. George picks him up. Martin wide open. He fires. No good on the 3.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Freak passes to George. They set the pick. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Gorgie Dang's checked in for Towns. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder had a nice performance. He had 9 points and an impact by finding his teammates over and over again. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Clock at 4. Here's Martin. Another miss by Martin.
Even in close to the hoop. That's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
Now here's Freak, covered by Rubio. Back to Ellis. Fires from deep, and he gets it to go. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Jang, a screen. Down low. Stolen by Boozer. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Ellis. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Right side, Martin looking to end the run, and off the glass. That one's good. Martin's got 7 now in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Now here's Freak, covered by Rubio. Boozer with the screen for Freak, and the rejection by Jang. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. And it's Martin missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Freak dishes to Allen. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Ricky Rubio is 4th.
And they made their teammates better, too, because they're willing to give the ball up. They're interested in getting other people's shots, and did it in spectacular fashion, too.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
We've seen some good numbers for Allen. He has 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
And the basket by Rubio.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Pacers leading by 5. Freak kicks to Hill. Outside Boozer. Out to the right wing. Boozer, a screen on Rubio. Back to Boozer. Up off the screen. And the layup is up and in.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
2 minutes. Now here's Muhammad. D right on him. Poke loose. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Freak, covered by Rubio. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 2nd in field goal percentage, 2nd in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in assists. A lot of good passers on this team and guys that are willing to make the extra pass as well.
And as you said, there weren't many teams that scored with the efficiency that they did last season. They did a great job of being selective and working for the best possible shot.
This quarter has brought out the best in them fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Freak kicks to Boozer. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Freak passes to Ellis. From the left block, he sends it through. Ellis has got 11 points. Timberwolves trail by 6. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Lavoy Allen.
Jordan Hill.
.103 left to play here in the half. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
It's been a solid outing for Martin. 13 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Boozer with the screen for Freak. And the rejection by Jang. Now here's Muhammad. He's guarded by Ellis. And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that one falls for Muhammad. The Pacers making a change here. Stuckey's checked in. Zach LaVine's checked in for Minnesota. Muhammad hits them both. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Freak. Rebound collected by Levine.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pick up by Hill. Freak dishes to Hill. And stolen by Pekovic. And it's Martin missing. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Martin. Oh, a monumental buzzer beater.
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Simply fantastic.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Really an incredible game from Kevin Martin.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, I mean, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Minnesota's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Allen is out there with Turner. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Hill. And it's Ellis at the 2-guard spot. That's the Pacers' 5. And it's Wiggins missing.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Indiana leading. On the wing, Ellis. There's a good screen. Outside, George. Turner with a screen for George. Floats one up. That's good. George has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pacers.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Muhammad, no luck.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
9 feet out. Again, Indiana.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Muhammad.
It's been a good one for Muhammad. 13 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Garnett. Martin comes in for Muhammad. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Hill. And the 3 off target. For Minnesota, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Levine passes to Martin. And that misses. That would have put him up. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's Freak. 6 points for him. Hill is screen on Wiggins. Freak kicks to Hill. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Hill's got 6.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Freak dishes to Stuckey. Drops in the tray. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And stolen by Freak. And here's the fast break. Tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Freak with it. There's the pick. All alone. Offensive rebound, Pacers.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bean passes to Pekovic. Martin kicks to Zhang. From 11 feet away. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Wiggins. And it's Martin penetrating. Paul George with the steal. Here's Stuckey, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Timberwolves trail by 6. There's the dish to Martin. Wiggins outside. Shoots from 12. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, George. Again, Indiana.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Boozer, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Carlos Boozer.
Here's Levine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And that one's good. Pekovic.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Freak dishes to Hill. Pick up by Hill. Here's Freak. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Zhang, a screen. Three-pointer, Martin at balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Freak. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 5. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third, and he gets it to go. Wiggins has got 12 in the game.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Dang. He has 6. And the shot is good. And now just a 1-point Indiana lead. 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, Freak. 8 points for him. And the rejection by Jang. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. Turner's checked in for Carlos Boozer.
Miles Turner.
On defense, Minnesota. Indiana moving the ball around. There's the pick. Here's Freak. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Andrew Wiggins.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and a wide open look for Freak. And that one comes up a bit short. Minnesota's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Levine. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Martin. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
As a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Indiana out in front, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after this. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Just an amazing impact he had in this game after not even being in the starting lineup.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet.
shooting with a 29. Oh. Shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. Shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And Brooklyn is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Nets will be going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they've been on top of their game from the opening tip of the new season. Each time out, they seem to be refining their approach and getting more confident as a unit. They've got to feel good about how things are starting to take shape. One of the guys to watch tonight, Monte Ellis, such an explosive player at times, really dangerous when the fourth quarter rolls around, Shaq.
Yeah, Ellis, a.k.a. Baby AI, still has the speed to force defenders off of him. He's improved in the mid-range game also, but he can punish teams, especially if they disrespect him and give him space.
Well, the best thing that he can do is create for himself. That is a talent, to be able to get that many shots off at that clip, because consistently he can get off 4 or 5 shots in 5 possessions. That's impressive.
Is he going to be an all-star one of these days?
When his team wins and he has these numbers, he will be an all-star.
With the game about to start, we head to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Timberwolves, and they finished that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they prevailed.
They just weren't challenged. Nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. The defense from...
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Bargnani. Young comes in for Johnson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Mo Williams. Indiana also making some changes. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Allen. Stuckey comes in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Turner. And it's Freak in at the point. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Freak. Drops in the breakaway layup. Freak's got his first points of the game. Nets trail by 4. Outside Jack. To the paint. The wide open look here for Lopez. Tries again. And Robinson with the layup.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. You're forcing the issue too much.
Let's take a quick look now at some stats for Lamb. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 9 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
And with him, I think it's a matter of focus, avoiding distractions, on the court, off the court. Becoming a pro is what it's about.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. Brooklyn trailing. Thornton with it. Rodney Stuckey covering. Lopez kicks to Jack. Screen by Young. And Jack, here we go. Shot clock at 6. Lopez passes to Young. Good on the shot. Young's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. Out to Stuckey. Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Lets it fly from 18. Brooklyn with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
The Nets making a switch here. Dallenberg's checked in, and a change for the Pacers. Boozer's checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Jack up on top. 9-point game his last outing. The Pacers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Boozer with the screen for Freak. Passes it to Boozer. And it's sent back from Dallenberg. Jack dishes to Young. And that one is stuck right through.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Screen by Dallenberg. Thornton against Stuckey. And the basket by Thornton. And the Nets lead by 2.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Outside Hill. From the high post. Brooklyn with the rebound. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeves. It should be fun.
For Brooklyn, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Samuel Dallenberg taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Dallenberg. Dallenberg, 2 free throws. Pacers trail by 4. Freak with it. Hill, a screen on Jack. And a wide open look for Freak. Can't make good off the pick. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside Jack. Young outside. Nets passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Jack's shot is good. 1:52 left here in the opening quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. Down low. Boozer. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Brooklyn.
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And Thornton kicks to Robinson. Boozer against Dallenberg. Boozer with the rebound. Pacers trail by 4. And here's Freak. To the middle. And Hill throws it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Hill against Young. There's a screen by Robinson. Young passes to Thornton. 6 on the shot clock. Shaq with it. Boozer picks him up. Pulls it from the elbow. And Boozer with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Nets with the lead. And now in transition is Thornton. Here we go. That's tipped and stolen by Freak. Out to Stuckey. They set the pick. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And it's tied up with that one. Thornton. Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks lost in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today.
The Pacers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Allen with the screen for Freak. Inside. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Freak. Freak's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played just phenomenally. He ended with 10 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Here's Lamb. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And that one's good.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Indiana's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Freak dishes to Hill. Here's Freak. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Fourth, Freak.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
The first one falls.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Then for the Pacers, Carlos Boozer's checked in for Lavoy Allen. And it's Hill in for George. Screen by Boozer. Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. Stuckey can't get it to go.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
There's a screen by Robinson. The pass to Dallenberg. Dishes it to Robinson. Dallenberg with a screen on Boozer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jack, here we go. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And that one's good. Freak.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
For Brooklyn, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Free throw drops for Jarrett Jack.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Jack. He's got 13 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
I mean, he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Young outside. 6 to shoot. Robinson kicks to Jack. Fires the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Boozer gets it to go.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Jack passes to Thornton. Boozer against Robinson. There's the feed to Dallenberg. There's a screen by Robinson.
2 minutes to go.
And Jack, here we go. And it's sent back by Hill.
And let's look at some numbers for Jack. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Pacers trail by 3. Now, Freak. He's got 6 to the paint. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Jordan Hill, 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. And Jack, here we go. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hill's got his 4th rebound in this one. Freak with it. Now Jack defending. Out to Stuckey. The dish to Freak. Hill, a screen on Jack. Rejected by Young. He kicks to Thornton. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Pick up by Hill. Freak dishes to Boozer. Robinson with the block. And they get it back. That ties it up. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there. 52 seconds left here in the second. And Jack, here we go. D'Alembert. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Samuel D'Alembert.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here's Stuckey. A 14-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Hill, a screen on Jack. The kick out to Hill. Wide open. And again, it's Indiana converting. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And Jack, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jack's got 18 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. Here's Freak. Jack with the defensive effort.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And Thornton kicks to D'Alembert. Young from outside. No good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Nets lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. It's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, and play basketball. It's a lot of fun.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Jared Jack with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's played.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Turner. Solomon Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. On the court right now for the Pacers. Freak in at point guard. Hill is out there with Paul George. Then there's Hill, and it's Stuckey in at the 2 spot. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pacers trail by 4. Hill sets the screen for Freak. George with the screen on Thornton. It's stolen by Jack. Here's Young. Jack with it. He's picked up by Hill. They grab their own miss. Robinson lays it in without an inch of room around him. Robinson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Here's Freak. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he sinks the second. Brooklyn with the ball, leading by 5. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pass to Jack. From 11 feet away, Robinson misses. Pacers trail by 5. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. And he banks in the layup. Freak's got 9.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
There's a screen by Robinson. Jack, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Jack's got 20.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Freak, defended by Jack. Freak passes to Hill. Just 4 to shoot. Hill a screen on Dallenberg. And George, here we go. Can't cash in from the high post.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication there.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Freak. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Robinson misses.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Thornton. Now here's Freak. He's got 9. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Indiana again missing. Brooklyn leading by 5. And Jack kicks to Young. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got 3 assists now in this one. George sets a screen for Freak. To the inside. Stolen by Robinson. In transition, here come the Nets. No good from Jack. Pacers trail by 8. Freak with it. George with the screen on Jack. Freak kicks to George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got 15.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Shot by Jack. Wide open. Wide open shot is on the money. Jack's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Stuckey. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, points, you got to have them. I mean, they do keep score. That's what makes him really valuable in that second unit, points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Lopez comes in for Samuel Dallenberg, and it's Williams in for Marcus Thornton.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Williams dishes to Young. Here's Lopez. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Freak from deep three-point range. Thomas Robinson comes up with a rebound. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Nobody near Williams, but they recover it. Robinson passes to Lopez.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's been a great game for Boozer tonight. He's got 10 points and a block.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early. He's off on the first. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Boy, it's terribly frustrating for a coach when his team can't knock down their free throws. I mean, it really comes down to focus, routine, and stamina, especially in the second half. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closer. He dishes it to Hill. Rebound by Williams. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Mo Williams. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. 11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Hill has the open look. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 6 points for Hill. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 9. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. Tell us about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was a ton of intensity on the floor.
You know, the crowd brought so much.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan. He really set the tone for them in the first half, and it seemed to just help carry them forward from that point on.
Well, you got to love it when you get this jolt off the bench. It was a wake-up call when you look.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Indiana Pacers. Last game for the Pacers, they ended up with a loss to the Nets at Barclays Center. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to dictate that, but you have to try to dictate it and overpower that mentally.
Now let's get it all in perspective for all y'all enjoyment.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Hart. The Wizards here looking to pick up one game on the road before returning back to Washington. The questions are circulating about them right now, starting the season 0-5. Very rough go.
And you wondered coming into the season if this team might have some issues, and that's been the case here thus far. We'll see if they can address those issues. It's a long season and find a way to turn it around.
Clearly some deficiencies in this roster that need to be addressed. I don't think anybody would disagree with that.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Boston.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
And now, let's hear it for your teammates.
Wizards trail by 7. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He said that one of the players they're keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
And thank you, Doris. Carlos Boozer's checked in for George. Takes a shot at the elbow. Boozer can't get it to go.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Beal gets a wide open look. Cannot hit, so Indiana will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
And here's Wall. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
And the 3 ball is good. Wall's got 7.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Screened by Boozer. Freak dishes to Boozer. And there's the feed to Freak. Out to Stuckey. From 10 feet out, that's good. Stuckey's got his first 2 points of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And Turner with the block. Freak hits the booster. It's deflected. Wall passes to Beal. Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Freak dishes to Hill. Feeds it to Freak. Shot clock at 6. Out to Turner. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Beal pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
They double him with Freak. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Wall with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. To the paint. Here's Turner. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And here's a look at the stats for Beal. How he did last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. Nick Galathis, he's checked in for John Wall. All free throws good from Turner.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Wizards trail by 6. Nene, the screen. Inside, off the screen. He takes it up and lays it in. Nene's got his second bucket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch Clark how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Pacers leading by 4. Now, Freak. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Galathis. Screen by Smith. Pass to Beal. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Nene. Drops in the layup for 2. Nene's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And a wide-open look for Freak. Rebounded by the Wizards. Last time they met was in Washington.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough. And then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
Boozer with the screen for Freak. Down low. And it's Boozer that time in the assist by Freak. Freak's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Wizards trail by 3. Screen by Smith. And Beal kicks to Nene. That's good. Nene's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Freak kicks to Boozer. The dish now to Freak. Back to Boozer from 12 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good. He's got 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Galathis kicks to Beal. Nene, the screen. Beal, the pass to Nene. And he gets it to go.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Freak kicks to Boozer. No good. Some solid defense there by Nene. Calathes dishes to Neal. Here's Smith. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Wizards lead by 1.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Washington out in front, up 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And John Wall, multiple All-Star in this league. But make no mistake, his focus is squarely on team success.
Main thing for me is going into this season is just trying to win. I mean, I got my own goals set aside that
Wall's the kind of guy that has his eye on the prize all the time, and the less emphasis he places. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. Solomon Hill comes in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Smith checked in for Gortat. Nene comes in for Chris Humphries. Beals checked in for Gary Neal. And John Wall subbed in for Nick Calathes. Freak in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Turner. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Hill in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Freak passes to George. That ties the game. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
The Wizards with another miss. Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now here's Freak, covered by Wall. Freak kicks to George. Great pass to set up the lay-in. George has got 8.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Nene dishes to Smith. Buries it down low. Smith's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Turner with a screen on Wall. Freak passes to Turner. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Turner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And Wall. Here we go now. Nene. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. And that's 12 points for Nene.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Freak. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets made some major contributions. He had 9 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hill kicks to Freak. Beal with the steal, and now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to step. That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in the game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's Nene, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game. Turner with the screen on Wall. Freak dishes to Turner. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
You really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And he sinks the second.
Talk about being on this game. Look at the numbers for Turner. He has 12 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for Indiana. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on John Wall.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Indiana, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And the second free throw, good. Here's Wall. He's got 9. Can't get it to go. So Indiana will take it the other way. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Freak passes to Stuckey. It's good from long range. Stuckey's got 5 now.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Freak with it. Now Smith defending. Stuckey kicks to Freak. To the inside. And the rejection by Smith. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's Dudley for 3. The rebound by Turner. Freak with it. He has 5. There's the pick. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Freak's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers. From deep, Wall. And that one's good. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Pacers lead by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
All right, Kevin, here with Coach Frank Vogel. And, Coach, things were going your way early in this ball game, but you let them climb back in it. What broke down?
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Gortat. Nene comes in for Chris Humphries. Gary Neal's checked in for Jared Dudley. And it's Nick Calathis in for John Wall. So the Wizards 5 right now. Nick Calathis is out there with Gary Neal. Then there's Nene. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Smith in at the 5. Down low. Freak dishes to Turner. He kicks it to Freak. He feeds it to Boozer. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
They get it again. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Boozer. So it's Washington now. Here's Calathes. 6 points for him. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Wizards?
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Takes the 13-footer, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. For the lead, Beal pulls it in.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Indiana trailing here. Now here's Freak. He's got 9. Pass to Boozer. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Boozer's got 4 points now in the quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Nice shot by Smith. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Freak passes to Turner. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. That drops. Beal's got 16 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Second, the Pacers.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Here's Freak. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Terrific game for Freak. 9 points and 11 dimes. This is some performance we're witnessing out of him.
My man, a night to remember. No doubt about it.
No good on the second free throw. Washington's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Calathes kicks to Neal. Nene with the screen on Boozer. Neal dishes to Nene. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Freak passes to Stuckey. Hill kicks to Boozer. Rebound by the Wizards. Smith's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wide open. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now a 6-point Washington lead.
Nick Calathes really knows how to share the sugar.
The kick out to Hill. Drills it from outside.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Wizards leading by 3. And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
The Wizards have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Pacers trail by 4. To the middle. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Freak. 14 points for Miles Turner.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty, missing both. He gets it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Washington out in front. They lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Paul George is out there with that. Pacers trail by 7. Allen, a screen on Wall. Freak dishes to Allen.
Wizards foul. That's his 2nd personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Pacers, the boy, Allen. At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Allen. For the Wizards, Dudley comes in for Gary Neal, and Bradley Beal subbed in for Nick Colathis. And so he makes both from the line. Washington leading now by 5. Kicks it to Dudley. Passes it to Nene. Outside, Wall. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
Good game for John Wall. He has 18 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
The first one falls. And so Wall nails both of them. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Freak passes to Hill. And the shot is good.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Wall attacking. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Shot's good.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Here's Freak. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Assisted.
And that's now 17 points for Marcin Gortat. Pacers trail by 8. And here's Freak. Ellis outside for 3. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Beal. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Ellis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Ellis having a fantastic night. 19 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Pacers, Monte Ellis. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And stolen by Freak. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. George dishes to Hill. Now Freak. Now the pass to Allen. There's the feed to Freak. 6 to shoot. The 11-footer. Allen's shot is off.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Dudley the pass to Nene. Here's Wall. And another miss by Washington. Pacers trail by 6. Freak kicks to Ellis. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. That's good.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
They double in with Freak. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Beal. 25 points for Wall.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Now here's Freak, covered by Wall. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter. Freak dishes to George. Nice teamwork to set up the quick play and make the space for the J.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Beal with it. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Back to Gortat. Pulls up. High post. And the jumper falls for him. Gortat's got 19 points.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. To the middle. Here's Hill. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
So far in the game for Hill, he has 9 rebounds. And what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
No free throws. Good from Hill.
Those were critical foul shots because we're at the point now where they can't be missing any of those.
Outside, Wall. Inside. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Freak. Ellis goes in. A baseline J. Rebound, Washington. And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Wall. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the screen. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Dishes to Beal. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Allen, a screen on Wall. They get it back. Allen passes to George. And so it's the Wizards with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really...
I'm here with John.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our John Wall.
There are two types of point guards, Ernie. Kenny would.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
And I'm shooting with a 29. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the game. With the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Well, the Bucks had teased it during the playoffs, and finally, it's been revealed. So what do you think, Shaq, about the Bucks' new logo?
Well, it's a sexy transition from red to gold. You know, it's pretty cool. The secondary logo, and I know this for a fact, it incorporates the state of Milwaukee. I know this, Ernie, because you're from the mean streets of Milwaukee.
I am from but it's a city of Milwaukee. Now,
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Milwaukee Bucks are ready for this thing to get started. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And with the road trip approaching, the Pacers will play the final game of their homestand. It has not been a dramatic change this season to the performance last year in terms of the record, guys. Every game, though, a chance to get better as a team. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Carter Williams. He's tightly guarded. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Washington.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Scotty's checked in for Milwaukee. He's perfect from the line this time.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
And now, let's hear it for your teammates.
Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Number 1, the Pacers.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He said that one of the players they're keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Turner with the block. And he gets it back. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. Chris Middleton for three. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Freak kicks to George. Can't get it to fall.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Left side, Scott. Middleton on the wing. Six on the shot clock. From 13. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Freak with it. 14 points from him the last game against Washington. Outside for George. Finds himself wide open and drills it. George has got 6.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now the dish to Middleton. Uncovered. Here's Stoudemire. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
George with the screen on Scott. And there's Paul George on the assist by Freak. 8 points here for George.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Here's Carter Williams. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Bucks ball.
On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 12-4 run. It's Parker with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
The Bucks have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Stuckey, and that one's good. Stuckey's got his first bucket in this one.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time. That's an invitation for a turnover.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered closely. They set the screen. Middleton outside. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline jumper. Here's Stoudemire. It's tipped. And at last, they get one to fall. Stoudemire's got his second bucket of the night. There's 57 seconds left in the first. And it's Freak missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear.
Look at that.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
Hey, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And Turner kicks to Hill. And a wide-open look for Freak. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Freak's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bucks leading by 7. Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's the pick. Off the screen. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Here's Scott. That's good on the jump shot.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks ahead. They're up by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
That's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Indiana, Freak, he's in at the point. Carlos Boozer out there with Hill. Then there's Ellis. And it's Miles in at the small forward. Hill sets the screen for Freak. Down low. Hill, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
The Bucks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Pacers trail by 12. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Boozer with the screen for Freak. To the middle, up off the screen. It's Boozer missing. Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter Williams. Here's Monroe. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered closely. Inside. And Monroe, the bucket on the assist from Carter Williams. 11 points for Craig Monroe.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Now here's Freak. Carter Williams covering. Here's Freak. His three-pointers off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 13. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked for Here's Freak. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards got down to business. He ended with 14 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay on a roll like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last. For days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 8. Now, Freak. Turner up top. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He's shooting free throws number 4 in 5 here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
All free throws good from Turner.
And what a game for Turner. He has 9 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today.
Dishes to Middleton. Stoudemire, the screen. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Hill against Parker. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Parker's got 6.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Here's Freak, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. In third, the Pacers.
You know, when your team has a lot of assists, like these guys do, it basically is a testimony to unselfish play, patience, ball movement, and player movement.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you. Let's take a look here at the Bucks, Kevin, and how they're stacking up as this season ramps up in the NBA stats. 4th in rebounding, 5th in steals. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And let's take a look back at those rebounding stats, because that is, to me, really impressive, that ranking. They've certainly got the strength and maybe, more importantly, the disposition to win that battle on the boards.
And he can't get the first one.
Free throws haven't been too kind to them here in the second quarter. I mean, you have the lead. With the ability to extend that lead, in order for that to happen, you've got to make your free throws.
He hits the second from the line. 1:57 left here in the second. Scott against George. Here's Freak. Kept alive by Indiana. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from George.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those. That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
The Bucks have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Minnesota.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss.
Parker, excellent D there from George.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Stolen by Middleton. Scott against George. They double him with Freak. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 5 to shoot. Middleton for 3. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And he gets it to go. 9 points for Jabari Parker.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Mayo. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. 6 points for Freak.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The first free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. George cannot hit. And we've finished one half of basketball. Bucks lead by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that.
And now, let's get it for yo!
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Monroe. 15 points and also a block shot.
And we've all watched him just being...
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Boozer. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for George Hill. And then for Milwaukee, Parker's checked in for Henson. And Middleton subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Monroe is out there with Parker. And it's Carter Williams in at the point. Shots good by Middleton.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Pacers trail by 7. Freak with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Stolen by Monroe. Carter Williams dishes to Parker. No good. Excellent D there from Hill. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Freak passes to Turner. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
And the Bucks making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. And Parker, here we go. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. And that's 11 points for Parker. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
That free throw, no good. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. The Bucks also with the sub. Scotty's checked in for Greg Monroe. Bucks leading by 6. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Stoudemire in the post. Turner covering. Now here's Carter Williams. Guarded closely. And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 6th assist on the night. The Pacers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Now here's Freak. Carter Williams covering, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Pacers have gone 9 of 13 from the line. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half, and that can be self-destructive.
On the wing, Hill, defended by Scott. 6 on the shot clock. Freak with it. He's against Stoudemire. Nice D from Scott.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Jordan Hill. The Bucks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Parker outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Stoudemire drawing the double team. Parker dishes to Stoudemire. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hill, a screen on Parker. Freak with it. He's picked up by Parker. It's stolen by Carter Williams. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. From deep. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Freak. He's got 6. The pass to Hill. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. Parker's shot is off. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pick up by Hill. Freak passes to Hill. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hill's got 17 now.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Parker against Hill. And yep, a couple bounces and it falls. And that's 13 points for Jabari Parker.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. In fourth, the Bucks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Paul George is checked in for Indiana. Freak kicks to Turner. Here's Freak. Cannot hit. And Milwaukee the other way now. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game one tonight. It's very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Fires from the wing. Scott pulls it in.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Not really his range, and it's off target. The kick out to Hill. It's Freak, top of the key. They set the pick to the paint. Shoots from 12. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 14 points for Miles Turner. Milwaukee leading by 9. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Freak dishes to Turner. Here's Stuckey. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Stuckey's got his third basket of the night right there. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Checking in for your Pacers, Carlos Boozer. Indiana calls timeout.
I need you guys to be crashing the offensive glass. Big guys, use your size to box out and get inside position.
Middleton.
Effort.
No good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks ahead, leading by 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Bucks leading by 9. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Boozer. And it's Miles in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pacers 5. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Screen by Monroe. Parker passes to Monroe. Fades. It's rebounded by Indiana. Freak's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Hill. Goes up on the high post, and that one's good. Hill's got 15 points in just the second half.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Stoudemire. Parker outside. Screen by Monroe. It's Parker with the drive. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And here's Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
It's George on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Carlos Boozer.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Stuckey. And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
George dishes to Stuckey. 1:44 left here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Here's Hill. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Both free throws good from Hill.
Look at the night for Hill. He's got 21 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Henson sets a screen for Middleton. Here's Carter-Williams. It's rebounded by Indiana. 1:11 left in the 4th quarter. Freak with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Freak passes to Hill. Stolen by Monroe. Tipped away. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Boozer against Henson. They double him with Freak for 3. Middleton, and the shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Henson with the screen. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Here's Carter-Williams. His three-pointers off the mark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's George. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Now here's Carter-Williams. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Greg Monroe, with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was a force that was not going to be denied with his efforts both on offense and defense.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Greg Monroe was doing what he does best. He produced a massive game for them in locking down this win. The thing I like about him most is that a coach can use him in multiple ways. You can play him at power forward or center, and he can be just as good.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. On today's episode of NBA TV, we shoot threes and talk. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV. Threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now. And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given.